on, let's go.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp, as thou...
Still in control. Just.
Yes? Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers or... Well, in that...
Speak. The party's full. You'll need to make room. I will see you... What a charmer.
Keep a blade close.
I shall be here in the... As thou...
Keep your distance, darling.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Well met.
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
Ready and willing.
Speak. The party's full. You'll need to make room. Good.
A hero at heart.
I shall be here in like as the
Indolence breeds madness.
I shall be here in like as the
Sharp as ever. I needed.
No one stopped me yet. I've got a long road ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Wonderful.
You're an impressive fighter, Gale. You should consider a new name.
I take it you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Or, how about, the Master of the Weave?
Tempting. But I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
Seems like someone liked their books to have a twist.
Or maybe a bit of a drinking problem.
I saw you training those children. They were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned that.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate. The pride of the gate.
What to do? Weapon blueprints. They call for Susa bark. If only I knew where to find some. A couple turns should do it.
Where am I needed? I'll see what I can do.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
now on.
That might be worth a look.
What's that?
know you have her. Please, we just want Mayrina back.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina. Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Auntie Ethel's face creases with false concern. You realize she's lying about seeing this girl, Mayrina.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena.
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast!
Thank you. We'll need it.
To hell's with that. We don't need luck or bloody help. Now come on. We've a hag to kill.
May the darkness protect you.
chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
That helped. Blood everywhere. Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us.
That's curious. Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Forever dauntless.
fancy their chances. Worth a try.
Let's end this.
Fleet of foot.
Need to act fast. Got to move. What should I do?
Swords meet sorcery.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
What fools these mortals be. Of course.
Can't give up. Not now.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
Must be the tree from the note to Gorga. What's that cleft there?
That's
Over
cute.
there.
Dance upon the stars tonight.
It's still rough.
On the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Mine will turn to ash when you pull the last light down.
Your actions are pushing tempers to the limit. Persist, and things may get out of hand.
What am I to do?
Where am I needed?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Hark! Hark! A camp, and Hogma willing. Some friendly faces. Well met. Goblins roughed me up and stole my hose when they heard me singing hatchling love. You wouldn't have half a bedroll for a lost minstrel, would you? I can pay for my board with music, if you care for it. Quill Grootslang. Soon to be published in the songbook Affairs in Ancient Abir, Songs of Draconic Love. If I make it to Baldur's Gate with my manuscript, that is. I know. It's not the first time I've been robbed. I am only glad I didn't get hurt. I'll just stay one night. Promise. Then I'll be gone. I know I'm ice blood, but I get cold so fast. I need to be by the fire.
How can I help?
Well met.
Need something?
What's on your mind?
Shah's blessings upon you.
Thanks for the fire. I've been given a great chance. My song score, Affairs in Ancient Abir, Songs of Draconic Love, is due to be published in the Gate. I'm in a big rush, though. I fear that if I don't get there in the next few days, they're gonna print some kobold bone flute instrumentals instead. I prepared a dense manuscript of new love chants to be throat sung in Timantha style. You probably don't know, but the Dragonborn clans arrange their children's marital unions. Love is considered irrelevant to egg duty. But I've never even been kissed, and I can't stop myself from dreaming. I don't think most of us stop hoping. Ever. Really. Not even when duty stamps us down. And that's what the songbook's about. Lost, lingering love. Never acted on. Never spoken. My clan name has been struck. I named myself anew after a long-dead poet. It's a miracle I'm still alive. Is there someone who you think you might love? Oh, come on. I won't tell. And have you said so? Do they know even one little bit of how you really feel? There's a special feeling to having love all to yourself, don't you think? For no one to know. I grew up smiling about my little secrets to myself. I would have been laughed at if I admitted to anyone how I felt. It is not our kind's way. But I have my whole life ahead of me. Things will be different now I'm on the Sword Coast. I can't wait for what is coming next. Oh my. Are you sure? Are you really sure? Spoken like someone who's never heard a Dragonborn throat song. This one, Sky Swaying, is about what it might feel like to mate in the air, in the age where wings were yet with us. Oh! There are 69 more verses. I'm only just beginning. Thanks for the fire.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that scared girl who asked for nothing more than a night of shelter. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches. The throbbing in your skull will hardly let you think, let alone remember. A single moment comes to you, the flash of abject terror in her eyes, blood spilling from her lips. No time for last words. There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you. You scrub yourself until your hands are cold and raw. You can tell the blood is washing away, but your heart mourns its loss so dearly. If you are fortunate, no soul will be able to know you were behind this murder. You wonder if your misdeed will be noticed.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened. She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you? Why? Was her innocence just an act? The parasite must be affecting you deeply.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache. Much is uncertain, but you know one thing for sure. The darkness will strike again, unless you find a light. As the Inquisition, every one of your instincts screams against the saccharine thought. You feel close to fainting again. As the Inquisition departs, much is uncertain, but you know one thing for sure. The darkness will strike again, unless you find a light.
Amicus animae.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Yes?
Speak.
Well met.
How can I help?
Soldier?
Lady of Sorrow's guidance.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind. I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
It's still rough.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Now? But I'm just getting comfy. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing. I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after. That's no kind of talk for a lady.
By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. He's the Blade of Frontiers. Devil's plaything, just doesn't have the same ring. Speaking of...
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first. Soldier. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there?
Gods damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet. Well met.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The Blade's sting is real.
There you are, my friend. Oh, that. A scratch. I ran afoul of a bear. He took a little of my blood. I took all of his. So's any meal worth having. It's nothing compared to, well, other things I could be dining on, but significantly better than the rats and bugs Cazador served me. Not at all. Blood is life essence, and some creatures have so much more life than others. Cazador gave me just enough to keep me, well, alive, for lack of a better word, but never more than that. Still, that was the past. I'll never have to grovel for him again. Well, look at us. We've never been more powerful. And being able to walk in the sunlight opens a lot of doors for me. Maybe some coffins, too. No. These tadpoles are a gift I intend to use to the fullest. You should do the same. So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. May the darkness What's next?
Defender of the people.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Tonight, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony. Your body barely complies. You feel such rushes from your thoughts of the dead woman. Why did she die? The mystery gnaws at your pounding heart.
Milady? Jubilant day! I have found your vile self at last! Sceleritas fell. Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long. Oh, I had heard of milady's indisposition, but I had hoped the rumors were untrue. No matter. We will get you back to committing 5 villainous acts before breakfast in no time. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road. Such fine work could never be done by a wretch like me. Anyways, I come once again bearing a part of your dreadful inheritance. You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence the other night. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding is never down for long. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity. Oh, it was wonderfully disgusting, wasn't it? Be true to yourself, my lady.
Yes?
Copper for your thoughts? No room in your party. What should I do? Now we're talking.
Looking ahead.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time. No. The opposite. I feel like I can share this with you. I've never felt that way before. It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind. I'm sure. I trust you. How I came to be who I am. How I found my way to Lady Shah's embrace. I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. asked my name. Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember.
Something sparks in your memory about Selûnite rites of passage. You heard once about how they would send their children out into the wilds to navigate their way home.
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it. Normally I'd agree. But with you, it's getting easier by the moment.
Well, hello. What?
Well met.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away. Of course. I was just practicing an incantation. She does. She's Mistra. I can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies. The weave. Mistra is all magic. As far as I'm concerned, she is all creation. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this? Then follow my lead. Now you.
you feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Nistraril Kantrak Eo.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel? Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate. The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
What's on your mind? I assure you it's not. Don't get me wrong, you did well. The somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mystra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Yet it is life's most worthy pursuit in my impartial, if not humble opinion.
Looking at something? I'm looking too, but not seeing very much. Another quirk of my affliction. Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost. What? I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What you see. Oh. Go on. Very good. Now just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day. How dare you? I thought we had something special. Still, you're nice too. I better get some beauty sleep. It seems I need it if I'm to catch up with the competition. Well, hello. What?
Luces leon protogenos muninos.
Until Master...
Oh, my savior. I wish you could have visited in better times. Oh, my...
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
The rat has hardly left Korga's side. A distant thought claws at your mind, then slips into view. The spectre of shadow druids in animal form, right under your feet.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. What? That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Olladin, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Korga! What is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
What's in the cloakwood? Korga, have you lost your mind?
Halsin is weak, Wrath. But in the shadows, we are strong. We are safe. There is no other way.
You and Halsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Olladin speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Korga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Olladin. With the grove taken for Cloakwood, the Circle will see that I'm right. The Great Mother will guard us from all danger. It trembles in shame. It knows that in harmony we perish. In shadow, we are pure.
Korga's voice breaks and her lips tremble. She heard reason in your words. Korga eyes you intently as you speak the text etched into the frescoes. By claw and tooth, from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. In darkest hour a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one.
When the darkest hour fell, it was us that brought light. Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Korga. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
Impero Civi.
Where do I go from here? What do I have to lose?
Your time has come.
What if Halsin is... No.
Incoming.
Don't go there.
Knight to King 5.
Another fight. Let's go.
Take Interium Pier.
Heading there.
once called me a monster. Seems I've proven you right. Sylvanas bid me to protect my people from harm. Yet I was the one to inflict it. There was but one druid who guarded the circle, who protected our ways. We are forever in your debt. You burn like fire. You howl like wind. You are Faith Warden. Take our gift, and be known. May I not be the last monster you vanquish. When you speak, the circles will listen. Among druids, your words will shine brighter than sun. I was thinking I could make us safe. A foolish notion. To think we'd find comfort in shadow. I endangered a child. I betrayed the circle's trust. We will stop the rite and I will stand trial. My fate lies with Sylvanas. May he have mercy. When you speak, the circles will listen. Among druids, your words will shine. I can hardly deny it. I was so cloaked in shadow, little light could pierce through. How grateful I am that yours shone so brightly. We will stop the rite, and I will stand trial. My fate lies with the Tree Father. May he have mercy. It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the rite to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in full. We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking.
You will face Sylvanas' justice.
If it's an argument you seek, you won't find it here. Whatever the Tree Father's judgment, I will accept it in full.
Oh, my save.
Tree Father, keep us all.
You have saved Korga from herself. I cannot thank you enough. I hope to see... Please. I hope to see Halcyon return so he can help us heal. Please, if you find him, let me know.
Leave.
I hear you brought Korga back from the brink. My thanks. But what about your other mission? Any word on Master
Shadow druids. To think we were rotting from within. Oh, I'm sorry. I need a moment. It all makes sense now. What Korga did. The Shadow Druids poisoned her mind.
You may have won over Korva, but I'm not so easily swayed. Remember, this is our grove. You are never far from watching eyes.
We've ceased our ritual, but that's not an invitation for you to do as you please. Be respectful of this place. On your way, outsider.
Korga was right. We must put ourselves first. You had no right to intervene. You're not one of us. I've got nothing to say to you, outsider.
I knew Korga was desperate, but I never imagined she'd get Cloakwood involved. You pulled her from the brink. She owes you her life. By all appearances, yes. When I look at her, I see the Korga I once knew. But it could be another lie. I pray it isn't.
I know you had to stop her, but Korga was just trying to protect us. She went too far, but at least she had a plan. You get to move on. We're stuck here, defenseless.
Korga lied to us. She betrayed us. She didn't deserve your mercy. Korga fooled us. We're lucky you were here.
The Rite of Thorns has ceased. It seems you will be allowed to stay, but behave. Remember, outsider, you are tolerated.
Ageni culamur in umbra. Did I say that out loud? We've been chanting for days. I need some rest. How long have you been there? Blessed Sylvanus, I need to lie down.
Looks like the druids have eased off some. Small mercies. Looks like the
Now they're done messing about with rituals, maybe them lot can make themselves useful.
This place ain't so special. Why were the druids so protective of it?
My mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet.
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle.
Sylvanus be with you.
Something bit me.
Just an insect. I'm sure you'll survive. Besides, it probably figured you for a tasty treat.
Give me an aboleth over a midge any day.
Welcome, rest.
The murderous glare of a redcap, a fey creature known for its bloodlust, greets you. That noise. Is the creature pretending to be a sheep?
You seized me. Gah! Nosy, scum-sucking, lice-ridden little ball-bag. Get out, or I bite's tongue, eats tongue, delicious tongue. I bleed you, cut you, make many delicious holes, yes. Yes!
Need to stay focused. Ex textura.
Can't give up.
I won't give in. What path lies before me?
Under their noses.
Talk to me.
No choice but to keep going.
Yes? Well, obviously I would. But you have so many... Well, in that case... What a day.
All is ash and meat.
Transforming into a mind flayer might have its perks. At least then I could float over this muck.
Not one for roughing it, I see.
Wallowing in filth is for pigs and children, my dear.
Pigs, children, and people with a little bit of grit.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter? I'm surprised. I thought all Gur were vagrant cutthroats.
Your friend has just heard the rumors of my people. That we steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters. Now, I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. His name is Astarion, but I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out, if I can afford her blood price. Not this time. My orders are to capture him.
Oh. And bring him where, exactly?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
We've all survived so far. Let's focus on that.
It would still be wise to post guards at night. The threat is real.
Indeed it is. We should do something about this threat. Wait, that's it. We're just walking away. Fine, but if this comes back to bite us, it's on your head.
Go in peace, my friends. I pray our paths cross again.
They better bloody not.
You've tracked me down again, my friend. Would that I had as much luck with the beast I'm hunting. May your road be kind.
Yes, so it would seem. Hopefully he bumps into some gnolls while stumbling around at night, and that's the last we hear from him. I didn't do anything. I was kidnapped, just like you. It seems Cazador wants me back. It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. They may have no idea who they're working for. Cazador likely paid someone to call in a favor, and here we are. He doesn't do simple plans. Not if he has a complex one that pits a dozen enemies against each other. No. This hunter is a message. Cazador's letting me know that even out here, he can get to me. He wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. Aha! Safe! You think I'm safe? Do you know the power a vampire lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you. First, we have to... I don't know. Well, if we kill his lackeys, he'll just send more. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.
May the darkness protect you.
Well met. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. Ready and willing.
Fetid smell assaults your nostrils. Dead flesh lies below. A great deal of it.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all, you'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young lady. I do like the mouthy ones. You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door, but I think you and I could have a bit of fun together. Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again. Keep your own little nose in your own little dish, Petal. I don't like busybodies. Besides, you have bigger problems. That wriggler swimming in your brain juice is a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it? I told you that girl is none of your business. Keep that hole under your nose shut.
I don't like this. What's really going on here?
I'll talk about your wriggler, and that's it. Last warning. Quicker than you can say yes, Auntie. What do you say? Want me to take care of the little bugger? Well, that depends on the job. Removing a parasite is no small feat. But I like you, Petal. So I'll only ask for something small. One of your pretty little peepers. I'll pluck it from your head, kiss it for luck, then back in it goes. Won't take but a moment. That is my price. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm afraid that's my business, Petal. It's nothing nefarious, though. I promise. A touch, but sure you've two eyes in your skull, don't you? No need to be precious.
Ethel, Can I please?
Quiet, you've had enough pampering. And you, my door is always open, Petal. Auntie Ethel is here for you. Hello, you going to give me one of those precious peepers? Ta-ta, Petal.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
On the victor's path.
Bye-bye, lovelies.
Hag can't have gone far. Maybe I need more pockets.
What's on your mind?
I'd be delighted, though
Someone else will need to watch.
wonderful.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like her. Lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite... The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was, too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out! Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Pickle, and you'll find out.
Don't.
What's that? My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
As you edge closer to the mirror, a pale face appears, contorted in fear. Fists slam against the mirror's surface again and again.
What is this place?
My darling Macram. She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crushed me. This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again. My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged her. Wait!
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry. A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door. shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats.
Look. Don't!
My gentle Lauren.
Stop!
He wished to know what was to come.
Please! No. No! Don't look! Mustn't look, mustn't see! I see it! I see what's to come.
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh rotten, bone shining! Lies! Lies! I see it! See truth! See death! All future! Always ask! Never good! Never see! Never! Gods, don't hurt me! Oh, please! Please! Please, please, please! Monster! Monster! For mind dripping, flesh peeling, mind flayer! No! No! Mind flayer! Get away! Get away!
No intention of letting that happen.
Away! Away!
Still me, even after...
Stop! Stop! Make it stop! Don't look. Don't!
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I won't do it! Get this mask off me!
Is all that matters. Here goes nothing.
I won't!
Roll in my favor.
No! We
won't hurt them.